All right. Let's go ahead and cover these ETFs, guys. Probably gonna have a short day myself. I'll be here, at the end of the day, but probably gonna especially with it being Friday and half of the fucking empty space on the ETFs being filled, individual equities will be the focus. Um but last night I talked about SPY being one of the cleaner setups that I like to see, and you guys are actually getting to see a really nice punchback, right? We built a box underneath us off of the imbalance wick of 767.50 and then has punched back up to touch the 773.22 that I placed yesterday. If you go watch the live back, we talked about that exact price target. So as much as I love the channel and all that good stuff, this does limit your ability to trade it any further up unless it can reclaim that high. So your orb today should have a target of around 774 50. Not that much, right? A lot of margin for error there. Not a big 24-hour move. And then more importantly, right, you do have a 24-hour candle inside. So it is interesting setup that we have here this morning, but nothing crazy with three candles side by side and lower time frame, empty space. We'll see if we can't go and fill that empty space up. And at that point, might be a good time to let it. That's when I don't trade. If I don't have resolution, I don't know where something might go past that. At that point, you would have to reclaim the highs and break over those lower time frame, or rather, this lower time frame range. So it's doable, but with IWM, same setup that we talked about yesterday. You can see it on the 30-minute. This one may have a remaining amount of money to be made on it, just over this high right here. So basically, your orb this morning has a target of 302. Not a lot, again, um, but worth acknowledging. Make sure you have that structure that we punched down through. Again, that's still relevant at this point. And then that 24-hour candle is going to be opening up as well inside of the two previous days of trading. And if you are new, this is typically what creates incredibly hard trading conditions. When you're trading in the previous day's range, that is when you're trading with all of the volume that you had in that previous day as an obstacle. So, all right, now last one is the Qs. And this one's lower time frame setup played out as well. Did tap that 709, pulled itself back up, and as of right now, kind of adhering to the hourly setup. And again, I think what you really need to I'm doing analysis on this, but does it look good for you? 725, and then it's not a box; it is a range. So I mean, one could look at this setup and all the setups on the ETFs. I think some people probably will do this and think, well, if this is a lower high and we're unable to get anywhere with it, we could be looking at a reversal. So, I mean, it's only speculative, not a surefire Potter box consolidation higher time frame. But if you're out there playing the field, this may be something you might be looking at. Now, for individual equities, folks, I'm watching Meta. I've shoveled enough money to not like it if I would lose into this setup, because I think today could be a day, or well, today is the only day that we can really get over that 593, and I think it has the runway to give me a pretty decent move. I did talk about this in depth yesterday about the both sides, right? If we saw the ETFs gapping up, hitting overhead resistances, and then we see flushes and gap fills to the downside, then more than likely Meta's not going to do it, and you have to keep that in mind. But if you do have, or if we do see continuation or just even sustained strength, this is one that I'd like to see follow that ETF movement. So, salutations. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Be sure to tap your screen if you're on TikTok. I'm being shadow banned lately. I don't know. Who knows why? Who knows? Yeah, go ahead and drop your request while I'm doing this if you're on in the Discord. Apple is also one that we've I just, at some point, right, it's best to leave something alone. I don't have any intention on trading it down. It's just a lower time frame move up to this box, which you have wicked here this morning. But this is, I think, the final straw. If you can't get 313.50 and you see a rejection back down, this is a candidate to drop to 302, 303.50. Been eyeing this day trend in Google for a couple of days. We'll take a look at it. Okay, so Joker was dropped AMD in the chart. This one does have a 30-minute channel. And right now, there is only one resistance that I have overhead, and that's 509. So from where you're sitting now on the 30-minute here, there's not much more to go. You're actually at the 50% mark of this price and date range, I guess, if you will. So 502 and then up to that 509.75. And if you can clear that, right, the world is your oyster, and you could be looking at AMD trying to squeeze out into the highs. So, and then on the 24-hour, more importantly, you have the structure, right, to move up as well. MU, he posted that one as well. This one definitely has the consolidation to make a move. I have a target right here at 941. Um, but one could be looking at this one as a break in a kind of well established downtrend. But a break in those lower highs, and that's one of the major factors we're looking for in something like this, right? And I know exactly what people are drawing when they look at something that people will draw, like straight up, y'all. People will draw shit like this and call it like a megaphone. What the fuck is that supposed to do for you? Um, it's ridiculous. Your AI summary is interesting. What does my AI summary say? Love to see that. Oh, it's in Russian, dude. Why is my fucking AI summary in Russian, dude? That's highly unusual. That's Yeah, no, it is. That's in Russian. All right. Huh? That he was talking about. This one definitely, we talked about this one. It's 356.98 is the obvious floor here. Opening price. There is several catalysts or triggers up above you. In fact, if you were feeling froggy, you could use this one on the 30-minute outside of 359.50. One thing I like that he said was that he's been waiting for this day trade for days, which just goes to show you that even though you're a day trader doesn't mean you're showing up every day. Sometimes you are waiting, right, a couple of days for certain things to set up. That's pretty sweet. So there is a potential channel here. There's still a gap fill that's totally fillable, right? So pop down, that could be a real factor there as well. But outside of 360 basically, and through this structure, you have a really beautiful pocket of empty space. Yo Potter, it's not letting me in the Discord. I got the yearly and issues today. When did you get the yearly? If you guys have problems with your memberships, message Ivy or Alex. Yeah. Hmm. All right, let's see here. INTC. I love you. Oh, good morning, Leslie. Feeling better today? Yeah, a little bit. I've been having some sciatic issues too, but yeah, I'll be alright. Um, okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. Well, a couple of things. Great consolidation, great structure directly up above you. So this is a candidate, right, above 103.50 to try to shoot your shot outside of 106.75. And then this would be one of the obvious overhead targets. But I think with all the empty space you have up there, right, it wouldn't be stupid to aim for 120, 117.80. Um, but yeah, this is a not it's not a box, right? And that's important to mention here because it is a major reclaim of a floor, but Amazon. So I think we talked about this last night, right? Yeah, we did. We talked about this one last night. I see a day trade on this one, possibly. You've got the three. Okay, so you've got multiple rotations inside of the area of consolidation. I could probably give you cleaner analysis on the 30. Yeah, so again, let price tell you where it goes up, right? That's going to be 276. And then the price target would be 280, again, completing that channel right there. So, yeah, I would say, outside of 275, it might be worth a shot. It's a smaller day trade for sure, but what's up, Darth? All right. Do I think draft can? I'll take a look at it. This one had a nice retest of 28.80. You're looking for a reclaim of 30.80 and then a break over the 32.25 to see continuation on this one. So Tesla up. Maybe. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. It's a young garlic. It is a trigger. So this is a read and react scenario. If you like Tesla, you like the empty space, which I do like that, right? You've got a nice little channel. Looks like at play as well. So getting above 323 and breaking 326.33 with good volume is going to be priority number one. So, oh my God, dude. Do I think DraftKings is going to keep going up? Well, this is the third bounce on a weekly 24-hour time frame on the same level of $20.77. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what, folks? This I'm gonna have to add that one to my newsletter that I'm writing. This one is actually not bad. I'll be honest with you. It's not bad. Obviously, the low of today could be a stop loss, $20. That's fucking not bad. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it is not a bad setup with the empty space back up above you. Like I said, it is a candidate, being this is actually where you would want to try to make an attempt at making a higher high, right? Something like that. Um, but this is actually pretty intriguing. I'll be honest with you. Again, today's pop, right, would actually have to result in something, and I think that something for me would even just be getting through that. Like that would be. So this is actually pretty intriguing. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not option wise, but I mean definitely option wise if you catch the right. Lost audio. Can you guys hear me? I don't know why that happened. Sandis. Okay. By the way, last night I added 2 months. If you get the, especially those of you guys who signed up, I'm adding 2 months for those of you guys who've done the trial, are are looking to join, whatever. So it's usually 6 months, but I'm adding 2 months. So you'll have 8 months to stay inside of the Discord after you get through with the workshop. Just want to mention that really quickly. All right. Damn, I need some water. Throat's dry. All right, so SanDisk coming off the floor. I These sort of setups, guys, I don't do anything for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there is no empty space up there, right? So you need a step by step, right, plan, and that step by step process is likely the 4 hour time frame. So starting with a break over 13 or basically 1400. So 1400 would be first. Over that 1465, then you have 1535, then you have cost basis at 1596. That will trigger you to the upside. At that point, I would say you have a target of around 1767. So I'm not sure what your intentions are on that one, but you definitely need a good ass fucking pop on that one. So I tell you what, guys, over the last 5 years, 6 years of teaching and doing this, I become more and more of an asshole to stocks. Like, I say that because of the attitude that I take towards them. If you don't look like, I mean, and I'll just say like Apple, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't look like this or have something that's building a box and then leaving empty space, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to trade it. I don't care about it. And I don't want you guys to think that what you're trading doesn't look good because I have that lens over my eyes. It's possible, but it's just more work. I don't want to put in a lot of work. Call me lazy, call me whatever you want, but I also have money on the line and I don't want it to be high risk. I want it to obviously, and Apple's, not the cream of the crap either with when it comes to setup, but it has both of the elements that I'm looking for. A big drop, big consolidation, and in time, this is going to be a fire play. Probably not today. And the reason that I have this approach, guys, is because I don't want to lose money. Just like all of you guys, I don't want to lose money and I don't want to waste my time on shit that's not going to move. So if it doesn't look like that, I don't want it. I mean, straight up. Um, so guys, with SoFi, actually, do you guys remember what we talked about yesterday? We talked about this 1809 level specifically. That is it. That is what must hold you up. And we need to go and break over the 1876 and hold. That is it. Again, I have plans and positions for $25, and that's it. Your content is gold. Thanks for doing what you do. You got it, man. You got it. Could I show my box on SoFi? It's the weekly box right there. So the only two boxes present are the one that's sitting right here, which is again picture perfect, and then this one right here. We're gonna trade. You know what we're gonna do, guys? We're gonna trade box to box. That's it. We're gonna trade from this box. We'll trim at 2360. We'll let runners go to the floor. And then at that point, I would assume, yeah, you could of course reject it if you're a fucking madman. But that's where it's likely gonna stop. So IBM is killing me, Pots. Look at IBM on the weekly. Look at IBM on the fucking 24-hour time frame, right? This is stair stepping its way up. So if you didn't have a good expiration, all right. So let me preface this, and I actually have a great example because you can see it over here to your left. Do you see how you base, fall, punch back, empty space, then go sideways, then move up? What are you missing here, right? You just fall, you just grab the floor, and you just go up. There is no pressure. So you get no pop. The only time you're gonna pop off of a bounce if it's off of something major, weekly, 24-hour major floor, top, ceiling. So anyway, 24-hour looks fine to me. 4-hour looks fine to me. You're looking for a pop over the 236 and outside of yesterday's high, it actually looks fine on the 4-hour. However, if you have shitty earning or shitty contracts, yeah, probably not so good. Netflix. I decided not to take that one yesterday, and I'm glad I didn't because it's still stuck under 73.80. If you can get above that, you have empty space at 74.24. But ultimately, you have to get a candle close on the 4 hour or more above 74.64 in order to reach the next target of 76. That's simple. Tesla. Oh, we did that one. Yeah. What's up? Oh, they don't. Can I turn the music down? Remember, you can turn the music down, by the way, if you're on Discord, top right hand corner of your screen. I'll get to that request in just a second. Yes, folks, the people who are inside of this Discord have paid some of them upwards to over $1,000, 1,800. You know, some of them have lifetime. They paid $2,000+. So I always give priority, and you would expect the same thing if you did the same thing. So I always give priority to the people who are part of the Discord. You guys are a part of it. But the reason I did that is because obviously these people have been in here, are going to continue to be in here. Um, but I will give you, I will check your guys' charts if you just give me a moment here. 1 hour time frame, empty space got filled that we talked about yesterday. This still remains inside of the box. It has to get over 222. So if you're looking to trade this, you're out of your mind. No, just kidding. It actually has a great amount of consolidation, which likely could lead to a break, but you're going to be stuck today between this and that. So upside 221.63. When I turn it up on TikTok, there's that add to the band. Uh, yeah, the I get banned a lot when my music is playing here, so yes. You can go and check YouTube if you want to check the ETFs. You still have time. Yeah, you can have some. Path looks good as long as it closes on 1431 and gets to 1475. So over this 1437 high, that's it. You can obviously, when I give you guys this analysis, you got to go do a lower time frame, breakdown. So I see empty space at 14. So that's going to be tough, right? With no box, you better just straight up push past it. Um, and I would be using levels like this overhead high at 1409 as kind of like a stop or I mentioned how this was intriguing yesterday, still is, but you rejected the 1463 high, which is literally telling you where it goes up. So I would say down. Maybe not like down, down, but like I could see this one at least tapping 110, maybe 109. But let this one cook. I like this setup a lot. Make sure you set your alerts, guys. It's one of the best ways to make sure you don't see a setup or even get married to one that isn't ready to go yet. So, but that one, yeah, give it time. That one should be good. So I'm long with hedges. Yeah, I'll clean up soon. Leslie's. It's my mother. Yeah, last earnings. This earnings, absolute nada, nada, split. Hmm. Buenos dias. I mean, I can't with confidence say yes. I obviously the last earnings was an anomaly in a sea of non-responses. So I would say that You know, if it does, which I don't know, I usually like to base that decision off of repetitious behavior, which I can't see exhibited on something like this. So I would say for the most part, yeah, 218. Pool supplies, that's what they sell. And then you're saying they're going to work with data centers to clean their pools? Oh, okay. Well, then probably not. Just kidding. um, let's see here. I mean, again, it's intriguing, but I have no idea. Uh, gotcha. What do I think of Elf? I think if you have equity with me, just pipe down and sit in the back of the car and wait for the car ride to be over at 122, you know? Quit worrying about it. Leslie's. Lesl. Uh, yeah, so with the sector itself, you know, potentially being something that now I don't know about now, right? Now you've got levels like even this one right here. Like just wait for do you when you well oh my god. When I see shit like that, it immediately makes it a no-brainer. That's where I go long. When I see shit like that, there is no question in my mind at all with this is actually a chart that would give me confidence to, and I hope everybody can kind of pick up what I'm saying right now. When you see something that gets hit that many times and doesn't go up, what do you think happens when it does? It's not that hard. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. And then you look at the trigger above you, and then you see all this empty space. Do it. But that time is not now. No, I'm not trading live on TikTok or YouTube. No, not today. Not on Friday. Oh yeah, for my Facebook group. I had a guy back in the day when I was trying to hire someone to make videos for me. He was like, "Bro, you got to advertise on Facebook." I was like, "Dude, I've been on these Facebook groups. There's no fucking way in hell I want people from if they're on Facebook looking for stock advice. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I can help. I don't know if I can help. Although I've had people tell me that they found me on weird places like that, or they found me on Reddit. A couple of you guys have found me on Reddit, which I don't know where the fuck. If anybody in here posts on Reddit, yeah, post these games on Reddit. See what they because I tell you what, I never see shit like this on Reddit. But yeah, that's right. Yeah, he responded to an ad for Gringo looking for big Mexican poppy to hold him at night. Yeah, I needed a little Mexican bear. Oi. Um, oh, my little snuggle bug. But Lord have mercy. Nothing much, man. Ready for this week to be over. Ready for this consolidation to break next week. If you're gonna trade GameStop, yeah, I would look into it today. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, if you were trading GameStop, I would keep my eyes on it today. Uh, it's hard because this one's behavior is a little erratic, obviously, but yeah, it has a good box. It's got multiple wicks at the lows, and it's got empty space to go and retest. Okay, so you're gonna have to do this one by one. 1960 and 1992. Damn, that's when I was born. 1992. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I definitely will. I miss MySpace, dude. I miss it. Yeah, Tom still owns the rights, dude. He's relaunching that shit. I even remember my last song I posted on that thing because they had kids flirting with like big fat salaries back in the day. Like we had to learn how to code to make our MySpace pages, And like not like but most of coding is just copy and pasting. Tell me I'm wrong, but um so like yeah, we were like going out and like finding code and then changing the code to do what we wanted. It was fucking crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No. My brothers Tim and Chris Vanderhook have confirmed plans to fully relaunch the platform. A new version aims to ditch modern endless scrolls and algorithms in favor of nostalgic, customizable profile layouts, chronological feeds, and top eights. What's the next rotary phone? Oh my god. Good morning. Is two calls good idea? I mean, just based off that question alone, I would say no. But I have no idea. Oh, wait. Are you saying game? Listen, I'm going to say this, and this is not just for you, but this is for everybody. If you have to ask me, you're likely not going to do well, right? If you have to ask me if you should buy calls. Now, if you're saying, is this a good setup? Is this a good entry? I've selected this. This is what I'm planning on doing from point A to point B. I can give you feedback on that. But if you're just telling me should I buy calls, I can't. That's literally in opposition of what I'm trying to do here, right? Which is I'm and I wouldn't be so headstrong on this if I hadn't been successful, right? If I wasn't successful and I didn't have people in here right now that when I leave do well, regardless if that means that they're stopping out because the trade didn't work out, or they're managing their trades, or they're just maintaining their risk and then selecting the right setups. There are people who are doing this independently, which inspire me to keep doing it. So when I see these questions, for those of you guys on TikTok, if you are asking me, and I'm not just talking to you, I'm just talking to anybody, if you were talking to or asking me, are calls a good idea? Calls or puts, up or down? Should I buy calls? Stop what you're doing and learn, or you will fail. Okay, I'm just letting you know that right now. I'm from the future. Hi, it's me. I saw your account. You fucked it up. Okay, so don't do what you're about to do if you have to ask somebody whether you should buy something or not. That means you don't know, which means you're going to, even if I did tell you what to do, if I'm not talking to you the whole time, your brain, with the lack of information that it has, will start making assumptions and start allowing fears to creep in. So you're not going to hold anyway. Or if you do hold, you're going to hold past your stop loss, or you're going to cut it too soon. If you don't want to deal with that, make sure that you're taking the time to learn what I'm teaching you here, because yeah, I am a successful independent trader creator. I've done it. I'm doing it. I see it's being done. Just want to get that off my chest. All right, so let's look at Twilio here. Oh yeah. Oh shit. No. Speaking of, hold on. Hold on. I got to take. I didn't even have my fucking account open, dude. Yo, Twilio's not opening up. I have 230 calls on Twilio and they're not opening. They're not even moving. That's all right. Fuck me, right? All right. Eyes on Metalicious. I'm looking to add above that 590.66 here. And outside of 591.43, it's popped really, really nice. If you did get in right now, it'd probably be 587.82. Come on, update, motherfucker. Sorry, guys. It's a lot of money. Paid $380 for this position. Any minute now. I mean, a little call out, a little call out. Uh, come on. Oh my God. Yo, fuck Twilio, dude. Fuck Twilio. Straight up, fuck. Dude, fuck Twilio. Brother, Do you see? Yeah. No, oh, dude, that's why I only bought one. But fuck me, dude. By the way, Meta, fire fucking entry. I said it before it happened. If you got in, you got in. If you didn't, you didn't. Now we got to go break over these the same 595.20 high. So great stop loss right now. But 520.20 high. We've got this box right here we just broke out from. So maintaining our highs there. Twilio's spread is making me. I'd rather make it spread for money than to fucking deal with this spread, dude. Holy shit. I have a 10-20 ask and a 630 fucking bid. Or fucking $100. I'm just trying to sell it at the ask. We'll see if it works. Probably not. Overzealous. Come on, Meta. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm gonna say bad words. I'm gonna say a lot of bad words here shortly. TikTok, close your ears. I'm gonna say a lot of bad words if we get past this fucking 596.75. I'm already green, baby. All right, everything is playing out the way I perceived it to play out so far. Oh my fucking god. Go fuck yourself. Eat my whole ass, Meta. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck you. Sorry. You, do you know? You're not. All right. All right. Those weeklies I'm going to go ahead and trim right here. Reduce my risk. Beautiful. There it is. Tappy tap. Oh my god. He never speaks during the day, and I say something like that, and he unmutes his mic. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. All right, that was nice. Now we need to keep and maintain price above that 594 here, which we just came back down and retested. I just listen, I hammered the fuck out of this shit. And that is that candle, folks. Right? Empty space, box. I literally the exact same reason that I took it last time. Right? Here. Pop, box, empty space. GameStop got smoked, did it? Oof. Let it real talk. That ask is getting super tight. Needs to keep climbing up. I don't mind a retest, but anything underneath it. So good thing is I'm in here. So as soon as we get tapped right there, but that was actually a beautiful pop. Yeah, I'm watching NVIDIA as well. Yep, NVIDIA did punch through. Yep, 5 minute over 221.71 is filling up the empty space. Dude, my contract still hasn't sold. And my fucking ask is $1,000. The ask is at 1,200. The bid is at 900. It's tight. It's fucking tighter than a lug nut in fucking winter, dude. And it's for Twilio. And it's still not selling, dude. I'm gonna fucking lose it, dude. And this is exactly why I bought one contract so I didn't have to. Do you imagine dealing with a whole position? I'd be fucking eating through my keyboard right now, dude. Just fucking eat that fucker in half right now, dude. I swear to God. Julio actually might go for a break here over 240. All right, it closed. I got it. Oh, the bid. Yeah, I got it. I sold it for $1,000. $380, $1,000. Not bad. You know what I'm up on today, which I bought a bunch of fucking shares of this. I'm up on Sony pretty big for what it's worth, 16% right now. And it's got, listen, Sony's got a pretty bitchin' setup right now on the weekly. Yeah, it does. I told you guys I'm gonna hold this one to 27 plus 28. I've got a. Hold on one second. Is anybody's brokers like fucking lagging right now? Yeah, I got a 21.15 average. Yeah, yeah. No, you're fine. Yeah, that one has that 5 minute setup, Chad. 15 minute setup. It's got that pocket of empty space and that third tap that needs to be had. This is a channel here, like that. So if this one can shoot, it could shoot 75. All right, Meta, if you're looking for a re-entry, needs to get back up above 594. So far, it's retesting and touching everything, but it's filling up that empty space. So again, this play is trying to work out, but if it does sink back underneath that top of the box, I'm going to go ahead and call it on the 5 and then just take it back over that 594. But the 15 minute, the looks good still. The 30 minute could look better. The hourly, it started to try to do what I wanted it to do. And I did say this yesterday. I want to go ahead and say this again. If this does end up getting reversed, I am okay with fucking pulling my chute. And yes, that would possibly bring a downside play with empty space on the other side of it. But right now, we got to actually lose something. You mean the SpaceX 125 calls, Chad? Oh, yuck. That's why I started trading futures. Tired of that BS. Yeah, but that's one individual stock. Twilio is one stock that just fucking sucks. Yeah, they're not all like that at all. All right, I'm about to re-enter on Meta here. I'm gonna hold my swing, but I'm gonna re-enter if this candle can't close the floor here. You said AMD. That was off that 50% mark. That is a really graphic and gross way to describe a stock, but I hear you. Yeah, but I didn't say a gender. It was not gender specific. You made it gender specific. I didn't say it was a boy cat. That would have made it grosser. Yeah, if this completely reverses, it'll turn into a big fucking red candle and sink. I already got rid of the ones that I got in today because I'm gonna get back in above the highs. Or above 590.37. God, I fucking trimmed. Holy shit. Mhm. I didn't realize I had $30 calls for December. Oh, that's right. I did. I got Sony calls for the 30 strike for December 18th. Okay. Oof. Okay, that is the downside play. I see a target downside of 309 coming in hot with a stop loss of 311. You got a floor right here at 310 to go and lose. 310.68, and then that empty space at 309. This is the 1 minute, but that is the overhead rejection sinking. I'm seeing a lot of that right now. A lot of popping up and then failing. AVGO's channel trading right now heavy. That's a box sideways. I would give that one a minute to because if it closes underneath 422, that's a downside play. SpaceX, I think, squeezes to 125. I said this yesterday. I don't know if yeah, this one I talked about yesterday was a good little fit. The contracts are a little expensive, so I couldn't go crazy. But all right, officially red candle now on Meta. Well, it hasn't closed, and we haven't lost the floor yet. But Meta, by if it's going to go green today, the chances have just dropped tremendously low. Yeah, I just was looking at that. That's great. Yeah, that's a amazing setup. Yeah, above 104.65. You got a 113.22 target that looks amazing. Nvidia curled up off of cost basis pretty well on MSTR. Um, I talked to I talked about this one ripping yesterday. Um, yeah, I talked to. Wow, beautiful. I need that break though. I need yeah, that's all I want right now. I need this. Let's get this fucking journey started, dude. Because we've been on a great. I mean, I'm making bags right now, but this right here, that's a fucking vacation plus a down payment on a house and a car and real maybe a new gun. I might buy California. What are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna buy the whole world. We'll make money, dude. Uh, yeah. Me love Apple. Is that Zoo? Who in here? He better not be. Tell Zoo that he needs to stay in his own channel talking that weird shit, dude. He be talking too much. I listened to his stream the other day, dude. That dude just be saying too much, bro. Like he's the kind of dude who would order like drugs on the internet and then talk about it. Like he just does it, bro. He just be talking about the dumbest shit, and I'm like, listen, I know I be yapping, I say weird shit for show. Like I'm not a stranger to my own behavior, but holy fuck, dude, like we don't need to know about like your whole divorce, you know, like from every fucking nitty gritty details. Like you're not trying to teach us a lesson. You're just using us as like, or using the internet as emotional fucking support, I suppose. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Meta finally curling back up here, trying to curl back up over 590. Celsius popped back up, Golfman. A little bit, little pop. Look at my little Roku. My little Roku. Oh my god. This year has been one, if not the best equity year of my life ever. I have over 6 different stocks that I'm holding that are above 60% returns this year. Elf, Target, Roku, fucking Target, or I already said that. Heart, actually. Yeah, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, it's got to clear that overhead 328.50, and it's got the 337.50 targets to the upside. Yeah, I have actually one of my or actually fourth largest investment this year has been in Cart. This is a huge holding of mine. I hold a lot of it. No, listen, you guys. I hope your setups work for you. I have my own battles that I'm engaged in at the moment, so I can't really bend too far off of my watch list at the moment. Damn, dude, look at Roku just went flip that fucker green, dude. Let's go. Nvidia. Yo, PLTR looks strong. This is kind of like the last place to set a stop loss with for longer expirations. Um, it does have a box directly up above it and a 168 cost basis, but the result should be 174, possible 177. Meta finally giving us a little bit of strength here, back at holding cost basis on the 5 minute, but still has a lot of work to do here and a lot of momentum to try to get this back up. We need to start with 592. Damn, this week I've made $29,000 just on equity. Me too. And yeah, PLTR actually just caught my eye here. And so is Tesla. Maybe. The gain is big enough. You seen those have you seen those dudes on the internet and get their fucking pupils, or not their pupils, their fucking irises dyed? They'll like get their eye color changed. It's like, yeah, dude, I saw a video and this dude got like honey gold eyes. And it kind of it looks a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, but like when he's like looking at himself in the mirror, the doctor's like, "Yep, your eyes are permanently this color." And he goes, "Permanently?" And he looks at the camera, bro, and I was like, "Oh shit, the bro did not did not think that was permanent." He was flabbergasted. Yeah, some dude got his eyes dyed pure purple. I saw that. That was pretty interesting. What? Flabbergasted? You know, when Peyton gets really mad at me, when Peyton gets really mad at me, she'll always comment. She'll be like, she's like, just because you're using big words doesn't mean you're right. That's true. That's true. Nah, I did a chonkla purge, dude. I let my neighbor's dog in the house to chew up all of Peyton's chonklas, dude. It's, it's like a wild dog broke in and ate the chocolates. What are you gonna do now? All right, come on. Nvidia's making this strong push right here. Nice push over cost basis. Canada and U.S. discuss trade concessions in return for partial tariff relief. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Also, Trump isn't Trump brewing up some punishment for fucking Canada for the wildflowers. Because the smoke came into America, and Trump wants to punish them for it. You guys know Canadians are fucking airbenders, so they did that on purpose, bro. They sent these fucking. They all sat there in big Canadian crowds, with they wear these like maple syrup necklaces, to kind of tie all their power together, and they move wind currents down. They actually cause winter. It's a thing. You can look it up. Holy fuck, Potter, you're the goat. I made a bag off across all my ports today. Damn, dude. I'll show you a port. Hell yeah. I'm sorry. I just kind of came out. Ah, cause Trump doesn't want the smoke. Apparently, that's good. Let's hear Canadian Trump. Oh man, oh you gotta give me a second on that one. Maple syrup, eh? I'm sorry. Um, nice, eh? I can't do it. Beavers can't Trump. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, it's too much. The Indian Trump, the guy from India, I think he's like also albino. But like, dude, his impressions is pretty good. There's a Chinese Trump too. Yeah, dude, we should get all of them in one room. He is. I love China. I love it. Is it too late to get into PLTR? Well, yeah. I mean, for me, even for me, that was a late entry. Um, kind of. You'd have to set a stop loss at 166.22 because anything underneath that, you can't guarantee that it's not going to come back even further. So you can. It's up to you. Yeah, I will take trades that have ripped like this. Like that doesn't scare me. It's how far away am I from things like this and that? How's Amazon looking? Well, um, yeah. What's up, boss? Okay. Okay. Yeah, over 278.11. It looks good. That looks like all the ETFs did last night with the box up above them to punch through. Yeah, so right now, right now you're failing so I mean any candle closed back on the floor I think could do it, but especially any sort of like engulfment candle would be uh would be pretty fire. Oh, hold on one second. I can take a phone call. I gotta watch this on my TV. Hold on one second. Fuck. Fucking hey, dude. They got me wanting to fucking short the fuck out of it, but I just got out of all of the meta all on the fucking phone. Dude, nah. Well, dude, I don't know what it is with the last like couple of days, but like, well, maybe it's just me, dude. But people just want to tell me more things than they, but like, just keep talking, talk, and I'm like, I kind of like try not to be rude. I'm like, oh man, all right, cool, dude. I was like, well, let me too. I'll finish up this trade and like, I'll give you a call back. Like, oh, okay, all right. Well, by the way, did you check? And I'm like, what the fuck? like, ah, being you and now, a human being. What about Docs? Yeah, that just got fucking destroyed, bro. That's probably gonna come back down to 28. You know what though? What's in front of it? Empty space. It's all empty. Yeah. Tired of being alone. The time of All right, that's it. I'm doing it. Fuck you. Look at SpaceX. I think SpaceX is gonna try and make another leg up here soon. It's nothing but empty space, I think, isn't it? I'm watching it. Yeah, I'm watching it. Pull it up on the screen. Yeah, I've got. Bro, chill. What do you mean? I am super chill. I could be chiller. All right. I'll go. Yeah, above 591 or 592, I will. Oh my god, these fucking. Apple is holding. All right, Meta. So 290.40 is the only thing that has to be held right now. Trade station. Trade station. Ugh. Tesla. Ugh. They fucked them over. Yeah, if you lose that floor. A lot of pops and drops, which a lot of the times, if that drop can't get recovered, yeah, Reddit is flying. It's got a good play up to 175. PLTR is still pumping. Nvidia is sitting at the 50% mark of that 5 minute range right here. Those of you guys on TikTok, what are you guys watching right now while I sit here and watch these setups right now? Mara? That one's for you guys. I don't want that one. That one makes me sad. Oh, touching the box underneath it. I mean, I guess if you the only thing that I saw and that I pointed out was the channel, which so that means you better bounce today soon. IWM. What are you guys looking for on IWM? Okay, so you get a strong pop, drop, and then so this builds the range. So now I mean, and this is, hey guys, I'm gonna say it right now. Friday, choppy, right? How many days of consolidation that we usually get? So I'm not saying this can't go anywhere, but it does have a gap underneath it. So I would say right now with two off of the top and the empty space filled directly up above you, you're liable to come and hit this floor again. And then let's see where you're at. Okay, so that is what's trying to be held. So take a look at the hourly. You can see price. So if you can maintain and hold $300.50 and clear the overhead high right here, or even just engulf this, you should be hitting 302. So yeah, if you guys are trading it right now, let me know. But give me some details. SpaceX, I do have SpaceX. Actually, I should probably check on that. I'll be honest with you, the contracts are kind of hot dog water though. But I have SpaceX. Yeah. Looking for the empty space like on the 30, so like 124.27, but maybe this one we actually looked at this one on the higher a little bit of a higher time frame, and because of how heavily it's shorted, I'm going to actually hold these contracts past that 125 target. I took a position that was purely speculative. Zoo Stocks just called you a fraud. He says you don't take any trades by myself. Why beef with him? He's just making things up because I don't like him. Instead of just moving on, I think he's full of shit. I'm one person out of a billion, or billions, and I saw him. We engaged, and it was over. And so me not liking him is not beef. But if you ask me how I feel about him, I'm going to tell you about it. So I don't give a shit what he has to say. He's so goddamn wrong about his trades. Every single time the market flies, at the end of the day, he posts a screenshot of positions that he just took, chasing those big moves. And inevitably will, and I mean, he's also like gotten on there and like had crises about like blowing all of his money, and then he calls people fucking poor. Like, nah, dude, he can go fuck himself. But at the end of the day, I don't think about the guy, and I don't care. Like right now, so I mean, yeah. Would you recommend a new trader to do futures or options? Options. I'd rather start with options with 50 bucks. Take my time and try to learn. SpaceX 121.65 recovered, empty space up to 124.14. I'm running right back to my. Any chance that IWM shoots up if it can hold that floor I just talked about? Yeah, it popped out and then got pulled back in. I said it was going to likely come down. Um, oh my god. I think it's very, very clear, right, that overhead high on. So the question is, right, where or what needs to hold? I see that, right, and it also there's also some loose ends here that could get uh filled underneath it if it does fall. But yeah, that's what I would be looking for. I think I'm on my hands today, Hefe. I'll be honest with you, that one, while it does, I mean, this one could be an aggressive move down, but I tell you what, off of 478.18, if you could bounce really hard, you could generate the energy needed to rip that back up. But same breath, yeah, that actually is could, yeah, but I'd say that floor, look at that across the board, that's where AMD bounces, so it's going to be a pivotal level. If your charts don't look good, yeah, take the day off or set your alerts and walk away. The market doesn't care if you lost this week or if you want to make money. It only offers opportunities, and then those opportunities go away. You either catch them or you don't. You said SAP. That looks good. Yeah, I think we talked about this one months and months ago, but we talked about that punchback 170. Yeah, that one looks good for a 191 fill, but you got your first candle outside in that empty space, so that doesn't look too bad. Contracts on SPX or on space or fucking doo doo. Hardly move. Oracle looks like it's going to drop right now or soon. Yeah, 137.55. Oh, that one. Same thing. Yeah, 223. So sellers do all this work on Meta. If sellers do all of this work on Meta and don't get this motherfucker to reverse and dump, it's gonna fucking squeeze out either today or tomorrow. Or Monday. What the fuck, horse sounds? That's crazy. Celsius. That's all got to be lower time frame problem solving here. So you already got step one done, which is that box, but unfortunately it's clearest here, where you can kind of separate like right here and that floor. That's what you're tapping or what you've already tapped. This is what you broke to get here. It's a stupid little range, but it's going to be required to hold. I'd say Celsius is building in a good place. Yeah, good little 3 minute box right there. So I think it's just a matter of reclaiming 25 at the moment. So step by step process there. But don't do too much. You invincible. Oof. That thing is all up inside. Look at that 24-hour right there, guys. On AMD. 4. So it does look, I mean, you got the right. Well, I tell you what, bounce that shit and pull it back up, and that's going to be one crazy play. It said PSKY swept 16-year lows. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. I thought about Italian purgatory, but I don't really get hungry. I'm not hungry right now. I don't get hungry until like 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I do light snacks at like 11:30 sometimes though. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's not a clear setup for me. Apple's fighting back again. Look at Apple. It does have empty space up there, so above. But right now, I don't know if you guys have figured it out either, but we're seeing it. But that momentum and that volume that we need so badly, yeah, we're not getting it at the moment. So either we're gonna build for it. Yeah, look at fucking IWM. Be patient here, guys. A lot of people are gonna get their ass kicked today, unfortunately. 125% on SpaceX here. Now we're starting to cook. About to be in the money. I was in the money there for a second. I only have 5 contracts, so no, not a big position. But if I hold this fucker through a squeeze, mucho dinero. Guys, take a look at Elf. Trying to make that new high. We're almost there, guys. Are you holding this one with us, Chad? Meta's curling back up, guys. Yeah, but it's still got so much fucking. You gotta work. You gotta work. Yeah, we need. I need this. I need a punchback 592.61. How's Silver, dude? I'm not watching these contracts. I got them in my. So yeah, Silver's pulling itself up right there. All right, eyes on Meta here. If Trump can say something in the next 30 minutes, dude, I'll be a very wealthy man. Again. We are gonna go to war, but instead of shooting, we're gonna kiss. So me and Anatola, tongues crossing, saliva swapping, ballroom mopping. I'm sorry. I'm going to take him to the ballroom and make room for his balls. I'm sorry. Sorry. All right, that's enough. That's enough. I'm gonna get banned. Sometimes I regret my stubborn independence sometimes, but really when it comes to ignoring that elf call out, I'm an idiot. I mean, I hope you guys know that, my message is clear about not taking signals. But I do want everybody, especially in this Discord, to understand that if I think something looks good, right? The goal is that you understand why. And if you do, take it. I literally made the strategy, right? So if I think it looks good, then yeah, I'm not saying it's guaranteed. Obviously, not every trade that I take works, but if it looks good to me and it looks good to you, That's what this whole Discord is about. Is, you know, especially, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm about to put out a whole newsletter. I'm about to start doing like bi-weekly or monthly newsletters on equity purchases, just purely on stocks that I'm holding. Um, oh, got you. Understood, understood. That makes sense. Yeah, Meta's apparently supposed to drop news today. I don't know what that news is, but yeah, I'm in position, but I'm in another Zuckerberg entanglement right now, folks. Me and Zuck. 612s, you said? Apple. Listen, if Apple can do it, if it's just got it, yeah, 314.82. I'm still holding Apple, so it's just not looking good. Tesla going for 330. Okay, I can only focus on so many stocks here. Who is? Trump has new hair. What has he got? A is he got a fade? Is Trump live right now? That'd be so cool. Full Apple's looking better. I have a target here of 315.71. That is a must. 315.82 is a must break. Tesla, same thing with that 328.80. Meta is trying. It looks so fucking good. But this overhead resistance here is a bastard. I would take this trade setup every single time. A new wig or a new diaper? Oh my god. Yeah. Gino, steal the sign, dude. Listen, Circle on the 24-hour looks like a buy. Yeah, no equity. I was just looking at that same thing. I mean, with a stop loss of 64, you know, moderate risk. Could be 101. I think, I mean, you know, this is one of those ones where, okay, that makes, I wonder if we see some massive range like that. What is it? I'm on Meta. Hi, my guy. Do you ever gift the workshop to the houseless? I was actually just talking to a friend the other day. And this is for anybody out here who's watching this, because a lot of people naturally, with the occupation that we have, um where money is, after years possibly of hard work, money is able to be made in lump sums. It attracts a lot of people who need that. But the unfortunate situation that comes with not having a home, or having dire medical issues, or if there is something out there, right, that is like, you have to find, even if it's poverty stability, if you some level of stability needs to be had. And then, like, if you're door dashing, if you're, so like, you don't have, like, if you can just and this is tough in this economy to say, but it's like, if you can just cover like the home, so if you're late on your bills, that's one thing. But at the end of the day, the issues that you have in real life are going to be carried into the trading that you have. There's just zero, like, that is just how it works. And it's not impossible to overcome. But if you have something pressing, something dire, that is um causing you, like, it you need money, then every single trade you take has all of that emotion attached to it. And it takes a strong individual to separate that and to say, this is only, I am only uh looking at this, I'm watching, I'm only looking at this as a small, like, okay, you put $50 into this, right? But you're looking for one solid setup, and it's mostly going to be, hopefully a little bit of a longer expiration, or you're trading it directly into empty space. You pop it, you're done. You pull out the money that you need, you leave whatever you can, and you try to repeat that cycle. But at the end of the day, folks, it is the hardest thing to do, to teach people who have real shit going on. And it's because, yes, this market, one, if you had, like, right now, if like something crazy happened to me, like, it'd be nice to know that I have that ability to take a small amount to a big amount and to take care of what I need. But at the end of the day, if you don't know how to trade, or I give you the workshop and you're homeless, or you are without food, or you're struggling, or you're going through, a divorce and all your money is gone, like, this is going to affect your decision making. And you, again, I can't, I only think in my mind. I don't know what it's like to think in yours. So you have to be able to separate, somehow, separate the two. Otherwise, uh, it's just going to make every single thing that you do that much harder. As far as trading is concerned, it's every trade you take is going to have this emotional, like, you're going to be even more emotionally, or prone to emotion, than you would be normally. So, and here's the thing, if you do have money on the line, like, let's say you do have your bills covered, but you got, like, tax bill, maybe some debt, so, like, you're okay. That's something that can be mitigated with risk, right? We can use low risk, focus on, and I watched you guys in this. I know it's doable. Not only is it doable, it's very much a real possibility for you to take $100, $50, what most people spend, regardless of the wealth level they're at, on bullshit, right? And a lot of that bullshit is coping, but, if you can sacrifice that cope, Meta's starting to build here for an attempt again. Yeah, Apple as well. The confidence this strategy has instilled is top notch. Is SpaceX squeezing? I'm trying not to watch it, if I'm being honest with you. I set an alert up there. Yeah, it's got the squeeze. Actually, let me check these contracts here. Oh shit, I'm up 300% on 125 calls. Been in the chop zone for too long, man. Getting close here, folks. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that channel. Come on, Meta. I've been a fucking good boy, dude. After the last 2 days. I have been. Yeah. Yeah, they are really cheap. Yeah, we don't pay taxes in. Oh, shit. I didn't say that. Not gonna lie, I only have $50 and I bought a 598 Meta. Okay. You know what though? I mean, even if you lost that trade, you think about it, like if you with this system, if you put $50 into like something like this, right? And it didn't work today, damn sure that it'll probably work next time. And it's like, yeah, that sometimes, even in the beginning of my career, like sometimes these small contracts really come and fucking save the goddamn day. Kozak, 264%. It's so fucking fire to see you guys making these percentages. That's so fucking fire. I love it. On what? 598. If this works, if my trade on Meta works out, he'll eat. Are they now? Oh, he said he did buy that. It looks so damn good, dude. But I need, you know what? I think I'm gonna do 2 carts at once. Stressed out. Hope you're not in Texas. Why? Oh, dude, if I was, you think people? Tallarico was right about that. You think motherfuckers are gonna stop smoking because a bunch of politicians in Austin told them not to? Huh. Dude, you know what? Texas has low key, like even back in the day, dude. The Texas like has their shit together when it comes to like, yeah. When I lived in I was in Caldwell, um, and in Austin, or yeah, outside of Austin, and yeah, motherfuckers gonna be burning. No, but I mean, it's dude. I did a year. I did a year in jail, folks, for half a doobie. Hard time, and they misclassified me into a felony dorm in Savannah, Georgia, and it's on the show. While I was in there, they were filming Locked Up Raw. Look at this shit. Yeah, it was raw in there, baby. Yeah, dude. That's it. No, but I remember all of these. I remember that dude. I literally was in. Yeah, no, I. They were filming while I was in there. Man, that was a real show. Hold on, locked. Oh, shut the fuck up. See, look, Locked Up Raw is a spin-off of MSNBC's Locked Up documentary series. You know what? I'm gonna, I'll show you Raw. Listen, when I was in here, dude, I could have spiked the fucking soap on the shower floor like a football, and nothing would have happened. Had individual sour shells. Oh my god, bro, this shit's giving me fucking PTSD, bro. Like straight up, they were and people were acting crazy. Ugh. Ugh, God. Motherfucker. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to distract myself right now while I fucking destroy meta. Dude, I came from here. Yeah. Fucking I can't watch that shit.
Look at me.
Google just fired an alert off wherever you oh my god. Oh, there's the gap. Yeah, but that one above. If it could punt, dude, if it could bounce right here, man, you got a good shot. Look at that box right there on the 5. You need to bounce hard though. All right, I don't like meta, dude. Meta's energy. Come on, more energy, more spirit fingers. What was my prison name? Sunshine. It was the same nick. It was this. It was the same nickname I had when I lived with Tay Ray in here. Kima. That's my cousin. I lived in when I was on the football team. That was no. They never mind. Hold on. No, they called my nickname was Georgia. And then when I came back to Georgia, they called me Sunshine because my fucking hair was long, like it is now. It's fucked up, man. Bro, Carvana. It's fucked up, man. Jesus, Carvana. I don't know what that thing's about to do, but I think it's about to at least hit 7850. Why did I think that Tay Ray was a lady? Sorry, Kima. Bro, I don't even talk to me. I was fucking just gonna go find a nearest bridge. You know what? I think, dude, hold on one second. I'm not even looking at my SpaceX position right now. Oh my god, bro. I'm up. Listen, I'm up 300% on that one. Those Meta 605s though right now are fucking. I'm juiced up on those bad boys. 200% right now. I get called bro a lot. Yeah, shake art. Yeah, I noticed that. I've called women in here, dude. I just didn't. Yeah, I don't assume, but I do call everybody dude. I say that to my wife. I'm just a dude kind of guy. Oops, wrong area. I mean, as long as you have a good stop loss, man, you should be fine. Yeah, it looks good. It's got the empty space, so there's not in these situations, man. If you're gonna take it, there's nothing else to do, right? It's set a stop loss, and as long as you have a good contract, and um, yeah, Apple right here, same thing on Apple as in Tesla. I hope so. I need Meta right now, guys. You guys don't know how bad I need this right now. I need it so bad. And I'm up, dude. I could just uh hold on one second. I'm up now. I could get out of Meta right now and be a happy camper. Um but I'm not going to do that cuz it's not the plan I had. I'll trim again at 600, but look at all this. Look at all this lower time frame Hoogan Dugan, dude. I pulled all the money out of Peyton's account and there's 50 bucks left and now there's only I kind of forgot about it, I'm not going to lie. How much do I have? I have $11. No, dude, I'll try to take I'm not going to add any money to that. I'm going to try it. I'll try and take it. Yeah, I actually bought a Metacall for like $11. Yeah, you should. I do. Yeah, same thing. Plus your 176. Actually, that's my cousin. That's not right. That's not right. In Georgia, it is though. No, I'm just kidding. you know, what, you know what song goes through my head every once in a while, and we used to sing it in El Paso. It's like the cucaracha, cucaracha. Ole, ole, ole. I don't know where the fuck that came from, but my la cucaracha, yeah. We I used to sing that when I was a kid with my in El Paso with my stepbrother and shit. Also, dude, I used to when I was a little kid, I had like I used to get really irritated because like I legitimately would hear the same song playing in my head and I wouldn't be able to sleep. And it was Feliz Navidad. 1 year, dude. I could not get that shit out of my fucking head. Uh, I was so crazy, dude. It was like April, and I still had that shit stuck in my head. It's like fuck. What about the bird is the word? I said that bird, the bird is the word, and then the bird, the bird is the word. Oh yeah, that's a good one. If I'm gone, don't trip. If I'm back, it's baby. I know it's Friday, Meta, and I know you probably don't want to, but Could be cool. Lane, 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 lane. Swing, 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 swing. Apparently, there's an announcement coming out, so I'm, I'm. Don't, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say it. Yeah, Google does look like shit, but you just be that one has a perfect little lower time frame setup. Let it do what it needs to do. I said the bird. Yeah, that episode is hilarious. Dude, Shake, I love how you're typing in both chats simultaneously. Yo, I want a refund. Yo, what? Tesla hit that 330. Ooh, all right. Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, there you go. Did you grab those, Chadwick? 33. I need that 30, 33 or 337. I might be a little crazy right now. We will rein it in. I don't rein it in. Why should you? I, if I could control what I say, I'd probably be more viral. You know what I mean? But I can't. I mean, I can, but I choose not to because I'm free. Because it's America. Zeus Stocks wants to have a chat with you. He's calling you out right now. Nah, I'm okay. That's okay. No, but I mean, again, God, dude, that's so crazy, bro. I get under people's skin. I just said I don't like the guy. I think he's full of shit. Leave it at that. Move the fuck on. What the fuck does my opinion matter? Go cry about it. Get over it. Keep it pushing. I'm a random person on the internet. Who cares what I think? But if you did care what I think, what did they say? A hurt dog, a bit dog hollers. So I don't know. Freaking out and doing all this hoogan doogan, hargan dargan shit. Whatever the fuck that means. I'm all right. Tell him he can. You know what? Actually, I have a good recommendation for him. I would have like an AI chatbot study all of my videos and stuff, and then maybe he can like have an AI chat bot that's me, and then debate him. I'm too busy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's no box. Oh, I guess you are coming out of one, but then there's the range directly up above. Okay, so yeah, there's and I mean, ultimately, I think when we talked about this, when we talked about the ultimate goal being to take it in here, so I think that would probably. I mean, you have a couple of levels to go and cross, but those would just be benchmarks to get where you need to go. 137% on Nvidia. Nice job, Alex. You're the best, Alex. Dude, you should start a page on TikTok, Alex Trades. Ooh, Chad, bro. Nice gains on gold, bro. Yeah, dude. Looks like you're eating good on that shit right now. Yeah. I see that 407 target up there, dude, so and you got great strikes on those September 430s. Yeah, why wouldn't I show the results of the people that I'm teaching? I could show off all I want, but my service is I'm trying to teach you my strategy and here's the result of the results of my work in that area. It's working. And also why wouldn't I take these? That's insane. Yeah, he's been screaming about gold too. Ooh, dude, that looks juicy too. That's good. That's got a nice juicy pocket up there, baby. Yes, bro. I've got people. Yeah, no, no, I don't. It's so wild to me that like I'll just someone will ask me, "Hey, what's your thoughts on this guy?" And I'll say, "Oh, I think he's full of shit." And then they'll run back and go and tell that person, and then that person throws a fucking fit. And that's like what I'm not it's not worth my time nor my energy. He's too broke. Sorry, that was a little rage bait. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help it. Dude, that's the thing is like in good faith having a conversation like I'd debate with TTI, I'd debate with Put Brothers, I'd debate with Luce, I would there's a lot of other people out there that I would love to debate with, or we have clashing ideas. um but somebody like that who's just a dick, I mean he's just a dick for no reason, to people for no reason. um and then like in his crises, I mean, I think therapy is he needs to debate a therapist first before he debates me. And once he gets through that, I mean, maybe we could have a good solid conversation. But just the emotionality of like, I'm just a random dude. I think he's full of shit. I have seen a great deal of evidence that points me in that direction. And if he really cares that much about it, uh, I don't know. That just speaks volumes to me. Um, hmm Yeah. I I mean, my plan is that there is going to be a stopping point at that imbalance from point A to point B, right? So from here and then up in that 109 area, yeah. And that does count as an active, but we also have seen the evidence, right, to know that when Elf decides that it wants to fill up all of its empty space, it does that. In fact, this is very reminiscent of this trade right here that we had. Um, so yeah, I'm and holy shit, bro. Listen, I don't even have to trade right now. I really don't. I don't have. I could just let my equity fucking pump today. Oh my god, bro. I'm up so fucking ridiculous right now. Yeah, I think that would be a decent 4 weeks would be okay. It's wild. I never said anything bad about you. Somebody asked me what I thought about your shit, and I said I think you're full of shit. Okay? So just because you haven't said anything bad about me, you might be a decent dude, but not what other people said. Everybody said you're kind of a dick, and I've seen that evidence too. Kind of a dick. Um, but who cares? You know, where's golf, man? What's going on, man? Where you at? Okay, okay. So you're green right now, right? Oh, you're down 10. Oh, so you're green overall. I'm confused. Um, well, you have a box here and a retest level at. You're okay. You're okay. Got you. Okay. And so this could be that lower time frame control being established is I'm assuming what your theory is. So if this loses its box, okay. Okay. Yeah. So that makes sense. And if you lose the floor of this box, which I can see in greater detail even on the 30-second, and you've got so far you've got 3 rejections at the top. So it wouldn't be too hard to pull back, retest, and then that would be your best chance. If you did it quickly, Meta just pushing new highs here. You guys are anybody in meta with me? Yeah, we're working. Listen, guys, I'm trying to actually hold it in my chest right now because I'm so fucking excited about how Elf is moving right now. It's kind of hard to contain. Um, but this is it's one thing to make a plan, right? It's another thing to make a plan, know where the right place to get in is, have a great stop loss, have it just do. I mean, and I guess it's also just kind of the repetitiveness because there's a lot of people in here who have seen me do this multiple times, and I have like pitched this one as like one of my favorite stocks for this purpose alone, and it's just good to be here. I love doing this. Um, Hold on one second. What do we do in space? Dude, when that thing gets to moving, baby, it gets to moving. That's one thing about Elf that I've always, and I had someone critique my Elf purchase a couple of years ago, because they said, well, it's too risky because if it goes up and down too fast, and I just don't understand that mindset of like, well, Elf has stayed up. It's definitely seen some pretty gnarly trips to the downside, but those create these buying opportunities. And why wouldn't you want to buy $50 shares and sell it for 150? That's a huge gain, regardless of shares, whatever. So like, fuck them. Uh-huh. On Elf, the contracts suck. I do buy leaps. Yeah, I have leaps. Yeah, I've got Sony leaps right now. Yeah. Yeah, I like leaps. Yeah, time and place, but yeah, you know who I actually listen to a lot of what TTI talks about when it comes to like there's a whole uh couple of trades that I have been inspired just by him, but I don't talk about him because that's his shit. I feel like that's kind of wrong for me to go in and be like, yeah, I'm getting into this because but yeah, you guys are more, I mean, it's all on his channel. So if you guys are more than welcome to go and look at, but I'm not making leap purchases all the time, man. It has to fit my strategy, even if he likes it. Um, so, but yeah, I like Sony. Like SoFi is kind of basically a borderline leap as well. Actually, tell me that these charts don't look identical. Yeah, Sony and SoFi. Yeah, it's so cool, man, because you start looking at all the plays that I take and they just start to all look the fucking same. Huh? Oh, I didn't hear her question. Oh, oh, I don't know. I was gonna say, yeah, it doesn't have to be in the money, for it to be a leap. Yeah, no, any long, I mean, maybe by definition for some people, but for me, taking a leap just means taking typically something over 6 to 8 months is a leap in my eyes, and it can be target based, it could be 3 steps out of the money. It's just a matter of you're essentially trying to do what you would do buying shares with a contract. So guys, you don't have to keep reporting to me what Zoo's saying in his lives. I mean, I can't tell you how much I could care less about what this person thinks or says. If he was more engaging, you know what I mean? Like, or got under my skin a little bit better, like I would engage, but I just I have no interest at all. Like I don't want to go on a date. This is me rejecting his offer. Um I don't want to kiss. Uh, I'm too happy right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm too fucking happy. Ooh, speaking of happiness, yeah, then come talk to me. There you go. Yo, Cart guys is actually starting to, and I shouldn't even be talking about it, but I'm looking at the equity right now. Cart's looking good, man. It's holding above where it needs to hold. I just need to have an alert set on that right there. Can I check IoT up? No, what'd you say, boss? What's up, boss? Oh my god. So hold let me stop you right there, okay? Because when I have a bad week, um yeah, sometimes getting back to the books or just making sure like I try to reset my feet, make sure that my setups looks clear, but I don't want you guys to always associate losing with making mistakes. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes maybe your contract selection was off, maybe you should have had more time. But when and I'm just going to be honest with you, when we step into the weeks after expansion and we're exploring the possibility of, continuation or reversals, that is typically where range is created. And a lot of the times we have to or will feel that the hard way, right? And that can be really, really difficult. But doesn't mean that you're making a mistake. If you take a trade, yes, if it's not a Potter box, if it's not a consolidation on the 24-hour time frame at the lows, three top, three bottom, that's our surefire fallback. But if you took a trade with a good stop loss and it just didn't work, or maybe you got caught, don't always associate that. Like, you're going to have those in the future, by the way. I'm gonna have a bad week. I had a losing day, two losing days this week. Now equity, I will say, has relieved me of my transgressions, but I keep those kind of separate. But at the end of the day, just because you fuck up, or just because well, let me say this: just because a trade didn't work doesn't mean that you need to adjust, right? A lot of the times when we make a mistake, right, if it's done out of ignorance, then that's something that we need to learn from. But if it's done out of repetition in an environment where that typically provides, then that's not necessarily a mistake, but that mistake that you made could act as a variable to change what you do if you're pulling a lesson out of it that maybe doesn't need to be learned. So, like, if you took a setup and it looked good and you can reflect on that now and say, well, it did look good, I would do it again, then what's wrong with that? Yeah, yeah, you're gonna say you're being a fucking idiot? Ah. Ah, okay. Okay, yeah. So maybe just make sure that when you're zooming in, it's because you're creating empty space and you can't see, right? Because or you're moving into structure and you want to, make sure that you grab the floor. The lower time frame is my problem solving time frame. So think about it. I look at it as like a mechanic, right? I talk about all these gears being moved by lower gears. When I look at the gears on the outside, right, the big gears, and I think they look good, then a light investigation of the small gears underneath it is typically what will set that trade in motion. When that trade finally does take off, and I start having like yeah up against resistance, right, or as something is building, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's where I start looking at the smaller gears. I'm problem solving down below because I need to know what's going to turn the bigger gears above. And so for something like this, if you are on the lower time frame, that's good, but one of the things that I do to make sure that I'm not getting sucked into it is I try to keep 2 and the 15 maybe side by side. So that way you have that. It really helps, dude. Really, really. And anybody else who hasn't done that, keep those time frames side by side. It will definitely help. So is IWM going to chop? Well, it just had a couple of days of massive expansion. Right now, something is that seems like news. Something's going to pop this up to 302. Maybe not news, but it does this. So, by the way, if you're trading it right now, and it sucks, it makes sense, right? You opened up in the previous day's trading range, I believe. Yeah, so you are within the previous day's trading range with the exact same overhead high that you had previously, and you are building. Why do we build? Why does price go sideways? It builds tension and then it moves, right? So what are we doing? We're building possibly for an end of day move, or but yeah, I would say end of day, or by the end of the day we should be picking a direction here. You got a light channel here, some mild control, um but in between these two cages, right, you could pop up here, fill that empty space, and if you decide to fail, we could come down here, fill the gap, um or vice versa. If this has strength, which right now sellers have a job to do, malt 3 rejections off the top, we should be trying to push price down. So this could also be that trigger to the upside outside of that 30130. So dude, loading capital, I cannot stand those. I have the same one, bro. Not the actual cart, but the fucking battery. I don't like those, dude. They pull like, I don't know. I don't like them. Oh, it did. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It did. No, they're not, Zebo. You shut that mouth. No. No. Carts. I get the fancy ones though. Mine looks like fucking unicorn piss, dude. It looks like a ruby. Do I have fat pandas down here? They're not native. Oh, no, no, no. We don't have those. We don't have anything, dude. It's illegal here. Yeah. You can go get a fat panda in jail. This explains much of what Potter says. I can't because my lungs. Tesla is about to execute. Looks like it is about to execute a punch down with a close underneath 330. It has got to save itself from losing this floor here, but with empty space down below, this one does look like it could be a candidate to wick down into this. And then at that point, you got to keep your shit together and stay above 328.80. I'm sorry, Drago. Yeah, IoT actually looked really good, bro. As far as I'm concerned, right now I see a price target of 43 and 43.46. So that actually does look really good by the end of the day, though, and I'd like to stay above 4037, which it could be a great retest level to keep the position moving. All right, Meta. How can a man be so right and so wrong? Somebody said that on that somebody posted that on X, which could be bullshit. That's pretty good recovery, dude. That's a pretty damn good recovery. You got to be proud of it. Dude, you got to be proud of yourself. Yeah, calm your nervous system down a little bit. Take some deep breaths. But dude, good job. That dude. Sometimes we get in those situations, man, where it's just. I mean, you pulled yourself out of a hole. So good job. Give yourself a pat on the back, man. This stuff's tough to. Damn, Zebo. Post that in the wrong. Not, actually, I just clicked on the picture. Kind of look like dude. It's like fake trichromes. Yep. Am I still in SpaceX? Yes, I am. Yep. Devo, will you post that in grown up chat? Drug addict. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of the purple ones, the little hairs that you see on them aren't actually trichromes. So like you'll see, there's a strain that's famous. It's called Purple Punch, and it looks like it's just frosted flakes. And it's I forgot what the name is of the name of the little hairs that you see. Um, but they're not holders of any of the psychoactive chemicals. It typically Purple Punch only has like 15%, 15 to 17%. Tasty though. Sorry, say that again. Yeah, that's why I'm trading it. Yeah, that is. I talked about that yesterday being a little bit of a crunch. You know, I typically prefer more, but yeah, I mean, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit of a. I say, you know what's so fucking crazy, guys, is at some point I was up 240% here, um, and I say that I was literally just about to say the trade hasn't been my favorite. You know, it's going well, but Purple Punch is one of them. Oh, damn. When did you get in? Oh, damn, dude. I'm still up 86%. I have 605s though. Got them for 23 bucks. Yeah, GMO is one of my all-time favorite. They don't real sour diesel doesn't exist anymore. Um, I used to be an intake manager for a cannabis shop, so and I took it upon myself to learn as much as I could. Kind of the same thing when I was doing like studied mycology. I was around somebody who actually went to college for it at Georgia Tech. So he was like a fucking genius, but I love doing that stuff. I'm over wedding cake stuff. Any cake stuff, man, it's just not my favorite anymore. GMO is everything. And then there's one that I really liked called Redneck Wedding. And it was like Georgia, it's like Georgia, fuck, forgot the name of it. It's on my notebook. Yeah, that's like Blue Dream to me now, dude. That stuff's just fucking old. Not old. It's just Just I don't know. I get old. That's like all like a place like Savannah, dude. That's all they'll get for like 2 years straight. It's just fucking cookie packs. cherry pie. That's right. I think it is. I'm just waiting for this supposed new. Yeah. Um, dude, they're you know what slaps at Publix? The sandwich lady. If you get catch a like actually Kroger and Publix, but Publix has some fire sandwiches, dude. Otter, you have lived two lifetimes and you are in your 30s. I don't know. I just got ADHD, guys. Can't focus. Piggly Wigglies. That's crazy. You don't have Piggly. Wait, anybody out there not know what a Piggly Wiggly is, dude? Oh, that's so southern for me. Yeah, Piggly Wiggly, dude. The motherfucking grocery store. It's for when shit gets rough. Just kidding. That's when shit's tough, dude. Struggling. Southern thing, yeah. Piggly Wiggly is the Walmart version of Aldi. Dude, I think Aldi is supposed to be Trader Joe's, a Dollar General Trader Joe's. That's what it feels like. Yeah. I've never got anything there, but I've never shopped there. We have two of them here. Yeah, you gotta put your food together. Dude, these people are trying to get me to engage with this fucking zoo guy so bad. They're like begging me. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I forgot somebody told me about that. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, well now I guess I was onto something. Okay. Yeah. Eh, dude, I mean I go to fuck it. I get mad every time it's so funny. I go to Whole Foods. I shop there, but dude, I shop at Whole Foods and I'll just be like fucking complaining the whole time. Like, why the fuck is this so expensive? Like, holy shit. They just have some things like there's these granola bars that you have to refrigerate that are in there, fucking like 750 a bar. Like, oh my god, huh? Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I use that little the code. How's Elfie doing? Oh my god, guys, we're gonna be rich. No, I was kidding. Dude, I've calculated what I'll make if this hits 123, especially since I, doubled down on this thing, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be a great year. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my bad, dude. I got distracted. Yeah. There is three bounces off of Sandisk's bottom here. But there's more empty space to fill. It'd kind of be nice to hit 1116, but I think you're trying to maintain an uptrend. Again, not. Yeah, you were. I think that one's just so. This is the kind of setup where it's just stay calm and just use those triggers up above. Yeah. Tesla guys curling back up. Yeah, I don't hardly ever trade Tesla. That has to be perfect for me, dude. Perfect. Yeah, it's really good. That's why I stick with these, these bigger names, guys. I was talking about this at the beginning of the week and yesterday too. It's like I hover around these stocks because most of the time they're too expensive for you to trade. But when the fucking Max Payne comes in and it fucking that's our friend Max Payne. Yeah, Max Payne is usually everybody's enemy, and for us, it's our best friend. Jesus Christ, bro! I had a feeling that. Yeah, dude, got to clear the wick here at 26.29, and then it's empty. Bad. Yeah, that one looks like it's about to go clear that wick. Try to. I trade options. Yeah, yeah, nobody's forcing you. Yeah, there's nobody. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like the Twilio trade I had. Oh my fucking god. Look at Twilio, bro. Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm about to go fucking look. I'm about to go look at this contract, even though I know it's only gonna hurt. I gotta do it, dude. I gotta look. I gotta. We're just gonna get. Oh my god, dude! What? No. It's up 2360, dude. The spread, man. The spread. When you spread me up like that, dude, I get scared. I paid 380 for that contract. I'd be patient. Tesla's doing it. Yeah. Yeah. No, Gryffindor, because every time I've done that in the past, people just take whatever I do, and I'm trying to teach people to be independent traders here. People constantly are trying to extract signals out of me, dude. You would think I'm just fucking. Oh, they're slick. They're like, what's your favorite? If they just paid attention, yeah, they if they just paid attention and learned this, yeah, learn the strategy, you'll fucking get signals. Well, and the goal is that I teach people why and where, and then if it looks good to them, they're able to make that decision on their own, and then actually manage the trade. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I mean, yeah. If you look at the well, that was the goal, right? And has when I if you the first workshop I said the goal is that literally I want everybody to be on the same page when it comes to scanning. So it's like we're not doing signals. We're working together because if you like this and you know my strategy, then I probably like it too. And going through that filtering process, right? And that's why it's so important that you guys show up when you see those study rooms open. I'm not joking. And if you've never been to one, you're cheating yourself out of it's one thing to sit here and listen to me talk. It's another thing to listen to somebody who's learning from me as well. And the best way to learn and make it stick is to teach, is to repeat, is to show. Real quick though, sorry about the delay here. On MU, it looks like you bounced off of cost basis, escaped to the 586, filling up the empty space. It's going to be 877 if this thing wants to continue up. And there is empty space all the way up to 910. But you're going to have to reuse that old skeleton in the box there. So kind of seems like Meta formed a Head and Shoulders. I don't subscribe to the whole Head and Shoulders theory, right? And this would be an unequal shoulder high. But I did have talked about just pure and simple, if we're unable to maintain price after popping up hitting structure above the 595, then yes, this could be a candidate for something that would fall, because we have 3 points of contact here at the bottom and we have a really nice channel. So if it was to fail, but to me right now, even with the little pullback that it's having at the, had the little pullback, it's actually curling up beautifully right now, and it left empty space up at the top on the 1 minute. So we'll see if it can't. I think it's fine at the moment. Oh God, for those of you guys who sorry, Chad, for those of you guys who are showing up in my live on Zoo's behalf, I want to show you something that Zoo will never be able to capable of doing or helping any of you do. So if you listen, don't be loyal to me or to anybody in this fucking game. If they're not helping you make these kind of gains, you should have them fuck off and not fight on their fucking behalf. Look at this shit. 242%, 264%. Chad's about to fucking own all the gold in the world. 609%. Where'd that go? Look at that. 607%, 141%, 12. Look at this shit. If you're not getting these kind of gains, why would I even debate somebody who is, or even engage? You guys can say what you want, try to get under my skin, but you're fighting a losing battle. You should learn this strategy, though, for free by watching these lives and go to my YouTube channel and stop being loyal to somebody who is an emotional kind of a dick. And all I said is, I think he's full of shit. I'm not going to debate about it. I think he's full of shit. That's it. He's also a dick. He's one of those people who thinks that money gives him value, that that people should value him more because he has money, and that's a piece of shit. Money, actually, I know some garbage people with money. I think Kendrick said it best. There's a lot of goofies with a check. No, it's not weird, Gryffindor. It's tactical. I've been doing this for 6 7 years. I've done that. It doesn't work. It doesn't. You will still have people debating the authenticity of it. You'll have people debating, what now people, use AI and shit like that to alter shit. So it's like I'm showing you, because again, I'm showing up here to teach my strategy. I'm showing you the results of it. That's what I'm here to do. Um, you were so fine pressing Coach. Where's the same energy? Coach is actually somebody who I was concerned about. What's up? I was actually there was people that were in my group or had been in my group that were actively coming to me, telling me that they had been scammed out of thousands and thousands of dollars, and learned absolutely nothing. So I did press Coach because he's being a piece of shit. So, but I think Zoo's full of shit and he's a dick, but I don't know anything else. So that's just an opinion that I have. Yeah, also, why would I not take part in these fucking trades that I point out? The fuck? Zoo guy lost 70K a couple of months ago. Yeah, his wrist. Have you seen this SPX screenshots that he has in the background? Absolutely insane risk. But anyway, if you want to learn, if you want to trade SPX, listen to fucking Raymond. Raymond's better at fucking SPX than I am. I don't even trade the fucker. I can't even trade it on my brokerage. But he's the fucking SPX master. I guarantee you that he would outperform anything. Yeah, he's literally the goat. One of the goats of SPX. Period. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But oh, dope. Yeah, I like the color palette. You said Raymond's all right, I guess. Shut up. No, let me show you guys. And I gotta mute this page though because, well, if you're on TikTok, dude, look at these games this man puts out. That's on a low end. Look, 670%. This dude's SPX master. Look at that, 12, 1100%, 437%, 700%. I know, look at that fucker go. What was that? Yeah, 260. Yeah, that's the thing is look at the risk to reward. 45 to yeah, 18 to 58. Yeah, dude, he's risking pen. Look at that, dude. $17 contracts. Look, is that? That's the thing is he lost fucking 70K, bro. You couldn't even get fucking Raymond to put 70K in anything. I doubt. Trading like this, why would he? Look at that risk to reward, dude. $20. It's $95 to $700. Just ridiculous. And not these aren't all SPX calls, but yeah, 98 through 400. No, I'm not going to. To anybody on here, no. You should and when you accumulate when you start accumulating wealth, like a great deal of the people, like there's a couple of people in here who don't, um, you should be quiet about it. You should keep it on the DL. You should especially not tell your friends and your family. Um, shit, I kind of regret telling my kids because my daughter went to school flexing on her friends, talking about my dad's rich. Same thing with my son. My son did the same shit. I asked him. I was like, dude, I was like, you've never told any of your friends that like your dad would sue them or something, would you? Did you? And he like the way he looked at me, he said no, dude. But he smiled, dude. He was like, nah, nah, nah. And I was like, it didn't feel right. Yeah, Ellie's definitely gone to school, and when I'd go like I think it was like a first grade field day. That was one of the little girls. She came up to me and she goes, "Ellie says that you have a lot of money." It's like, nope. I got a lot of. You know what I told her? I got a lot of V-Bucks. Perfect. If Potter's helping others. Carlos, listen, all of these people in here who are fighting for Zoo right now are stupid because Zoo hasn't made them profitable. They haven't made any money. And they're probably losing money. And if they would stop, I don't want them to like me. You don't have to like me. If you're watching this, you can hate my guts, but learn my strategy. It will help. It has literally changed my life and it's changed other people's lives, is changing people's lives. And I can say that and show you proof that that is exactly what is happening. And you also don't have to pay me any money. You can sit here and you can watch. You can go to my YouTube channel for free. Look at Raymond bought a fucking plane, dude. Look at him. No, I'm just kidding. You said what? Might. I'm actually too zoomed in here. I need to zoom out here. I think it's gonna come. Yeah, as long, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. As long as we can stay above this, that we're still in the game. But the danger remains staying underneath that wick resistance, and then the dis. Well, we and this was a real possibility we talked about yesterday. Hitting. If you go back and watch the live from yesterday, we talked about 290 598 getting hit, and then that being where price can either build or break. But as far as the analysis goes, though, I mean, we're almost there. Going back to that live. Mhm. Yeah, right here. I already have it highlighted, but this is literally the trade plan. Um, right here, you'll actually see me draw the projection out in a second, I think. What the fuck did I just do? That was weird. What did I just do? It's still holding. Yeah, yeah, that is nice. You and your friends were low key being racist to him. You talking to me? The fuck you talking about? That dude is super racist, brother. Holy shit. Fucking weird. Listen, you know what? Listen, it's not my fucking problem if you guys want to keep learning from a fucking douchebag who has no real strategy and just YOLOs into shit and loses 70 fucking bands. Keep learning from him. Let's see where that takes you. It's not my fucking. I have no. There's too many people in this world for me to fucking worry about every single one of them. You guys keep fighting for this guy. You're going to get zero out of me. I'm sitting here making a bag right now, just holding fucking equity. Um, and Meta's already worked out, but obviously I'm waiting for more. But there's, I mean, what the fuck else? I mean, that I just don't engage with these people anymore, man. I know it sounds fucking egotistical, but like that shit is beneath me. At this point, if you don't have anything to offer people, if you don't have any a leg to fucking stand on, if you're an emotional little shit, you know what I mean? That's like freaking, nah, man. I get people calling me names all the fucking time. I have people who tell, you know what? I've had people make videos saying that I'm their least favorite trader on this app. And that shit is amazing. It's so funny. It's honestly, I don't know why. I'm maybe a little toxic myself, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the discourse. Rose Cloud chasing Zoo. Who are we trading here? I don't know, bro. Hey, they've been in, instead of trading right now, all of them have been in my live. Ask, like, on his behalf. I think most TikTok traders don't like you. Yeah, no, most of them don't. I don't want to be friends with anybody in this space. Hardly anybody in this space. There's very few people. There's a couple people that like do crypto. Some of them do futures. They don't trade my strategy, but I fuck with them. They're cool. Luce, Jdan, they don't trade my fucking strategy. TTI is amazing. If you fucking do what you say you're gonna do and you help people, um, and you're not a dick, I'm probably cool with you. But half of these motherfuckers look like those Cabbage Patch Kids, and they are dicks. They could care less whether they take your last dollar. Can I check Tesla? Yeah. Meta's struggling to get back over there. Oof. 333. Is that the floor? Okay, that is dead slap. 50%. It's got to be 50% of the structure. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so that imbalance, just a small pocket imbalance, 50%, that 333. And again, if you're gonna fall, right, and you're going up, the best case scenario is you fall quickly. And it does look like you have fallen quickly. So let's move out back up to the 2 minute where you have this overhead first top right there. Box this up. Okay, so interestingly enough, right? This was the box. You pop up, you punch down. We just saw that happen. That establishes a new range. But the new range has that box as its kind of 50% mark. So any 330 retest would probably be acceptable to try to bounce this back up. Right now, you're bouncing right off of that wick. And then to get back up, it'll be that small little 1 minute node, right? It'll give the ability to pop up. Sad you've already brainwashed some people in here. Gryffindor, dude. I'm almost positive you gotta be Zoo. This must be your fucking side profile. It's starting to make sense. Um, who wouldn't like me? A lot of people. I just have a strong sense of justice, man. If you're gonna sell something, that's fine, right? Mark Minervini. That's why I don't listen to people say like, don't sell shit. No, making money trading is you shouldn't ever, ever close yourself off from other opportunities. Mark Minervini has won the U.S. trading competition and sells a fucking course. So say that shit to him. But if you have something real to offer, if you really took time and developed a strategy and you traded a specific way and you have a journey, you really did it, and you have something valuable to offer people. Shit, even if it didn't work for you, but you still like had great fundamental work, analysis. Like share that shit. You know what I mean? Especially if it's beneficial. Um, will I fall quickly? Never again, dude. I made that mistake too many times. What? Wait, what part? Oh wait, into my arms. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I can hold on with all that head shaking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's gonna be tough to hit. It's gonna be like riding a bull, dude. Neil agrees one time, dude. He's gonna throw me off. Yeah, that's definitely him. Share it for free. Share it not for free for a price. It is both for free. And then if you want what I worked really hard on, to make that is just a consolidated version of it, yeah, I'm gonna charge for it. 100%. And I've been told to charge more for it because fuckers are people are dropping $10,000 courses on Coach CWC had a $5,000 course on I think it was like all of his shit. $5,000. I charged $500. $500, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I would say that at least fucking 70%, 80% of the not everybody who gets my workshop is going to actually start going through it. We have people buy it and never look at it, but most of those people make their fucking money, make that course money back. I think probably half of the people here listening made the money before they even joined. So like I really do believe in like equal a share of value, you know. Did you get married before finding success? What's your take on relationships while the come up? Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I mean, I was basically married before this. Um I mean, that's a complicated thing, man, because money will expose who somebody is. Um I don't know what to tell you on that. I mean, I think that if you have someone before, then um here's what I would say to this. Okay, if you want an honest relationship, ditch the fancy shit. Okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Be a regular human being. Um, you don't have to like. The reason I say that is I've watched people who have Lambos, have Rolls Royces, have these super nice cars, and chicks still don't call them back. And most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, you know, some women just have high standards, but a lot of the times you're going to attract somebody who is there for a monetary value. Men and women both do this. Um, that's why I think it's so hard for people in high spaces to date people in lower spaces or vice versa, right? Is there's like a value. So if you present yourself as just a regular human being, and keep that shit to yourself. I'm gonna be honest with you. Keep the wealth shit. It's really hard because it's like that's your hard work. You're proud of it. I'm proud of it. You don't want people to see that shit. But at the end of the day, when people see what you have, they don't see you anymore. They just see what they could get. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never navigated a new relationship. I've been together with Peyton since I was fucking 19, 20 years old. You know, so it's like I don't know what it would be like to try to navigate that space now from but vicariously looking at other people's relationships. If the only thing that you present to have to offer is how much money you've made, then what do you think people are going to be attracted to? And if you don't have it, where do you think they're going to go? It's a simple thing for me. But and that goes for friends and everything else, you know. I can't tell you how many friends like I was really proud of what I had done and you know wanted them to see the cars, wanted them to see the upgrades, wanted them to see the PC, the you know the house, the and you know what that ended up being? A fucking the beginning of the loan program. I swear to God. I don't want to brag, but I made $10,000 in one day using your strategy after being in for 1 week. Definitely worth the money I spent on your course. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. And the fact that I've been able to change, like, I mean, I don't know if she's in here, but like, you know, D Train is just somebody that, you know, when I'm having a bad day, I just always remember, you know, I've helped people like her. You know, she's single mom, 3 kids. Um, I think beforehand she was, you know, like I'm not trying to divulge too much of her information, but like, you know, she said that, you know, there was some issues financially and homes and but anyway, just to know that like, yeah, dude, she's you know, she made a yearly salary, you know, in like a month, you know, with the help of some of the people inside of this Discord and obviously the strategy. She was able to make a lot of money and like actually change the trajectory of her life. So yeah, this the Gryffindor dude is him. That's I think I just figured it out. How can you join? Um Make sure you watch my YouTube videos and all of my free content first. The educational playlist is really helpful. But go there first and then from there you can go on my website and hop in the Discord that way. There's a little Discord button for the free Discord, and then there's the memberships underneath that. So shit, we had somebody this week, Petey. Dude, Petey almost set a record for the Discord percentage gain. He took $10. Think about that, dude. $10 to fucking $3,000. And that was just a runner. That was just a piece of his position. I'm trying to find it there. No, that's not it. Look at that shit, dude. Insane, dude. $3,340 from a $10 investment, dude. That's just unfucking unheard of. But somehow people still keep putting up 1,000% trades. I mean, look at this right here. For 31 bucks, right? You could have paid for almost the entire workshop. That's insane. I didn't even see this one. Look at this one. $4. That was $40 to $1,600 for a 4,000% gain. We've been doing the yeah. I mean that's what we aim for. You know what's funny is I'm having a not so great day, and I've hit 240% on Meta. Shit, I'm still green on Meta, but oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. SpaceX 333% on that one, but I'm still holding. I think this one at this point with the short interest that it has, we have a 135 target, and I don't have a lot, so I'll probably take a little piece of that off, make it super free profits, and then maybe try and take it to that 148. So it's fine. I mean, this is just showing how Zoo is unable to control his emotions, which is why he makes such terrible trades and such terrible decisions. Why he's come online and made videos crying about how he had no more money left, and then crying and then telling people that they're too broke. So you know, people again, he's just one person out of billions of people. What the fuck should I care about that? You know what I mean? Like I just said, I didn't. I think he's full of shit. Holy fuck, Neil. Neil, what the fuck, dude? Holy shit, bro. Bro just posted a whole slew. Bro, look at these gains. Look at that. Meta, Apple, AVGO, NVIDIA, Snow, Tesla, Google. Jesus, dude. That's crazy. No shit. Robert, nice job, bro. Look at Robert fucking slap the shit out of Celsius for 588%. $18 to fucking 124 bucks per contract. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I pissed him off. Yeah, he his company like acquired some or yeah, absorbed some other company, so now he has to like double the company work or some tax shit. I don't know. It was crazy. Yeah, I made that decision a long time ago, Adno, to not do that, and I'm glad that I did, and I will never. And we do that inside the Discord though, so you're misinterpreting my. I'm gonna throw it at dog bone because I got that dog. Oh my god, guys, look at fucking Elf. Jesus, bro. Is Rivian having a good day? Because somehow I'm going up on that. Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh shit, it did. It did it. It did the thing. Did you any of you guys catch that one from yesterday? I did trade it, but I'm still holding that equity. I just want to get the fuck out. Gryffindor also, I'm not doing signals. You know what I mean? So that's like a huge part of it. That would be something I'd want to see too if I was telling you to follow me. I'm not telling you to do that. I want you to learn my strategy because I'm pretty sure you're Zoo. And if you learn this strategy, dude, maybe you could actually help people. Maybe you could actually do something good for them, um, instead of wasting their time. So ghost trading, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, watch this though. I'll make them squirm. Yes, yeah, dude. He's always fucking. He has incredibly high risk and fucking. He's super emotional, dude. I said one sentence because somebody asked me how I felt about him. Somebody went back and told him, and for let's see, from 8:30, so 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Now it's 12 o'clock. So almost 4 hours this man has been in my live, fucking just bitching, dude. I mean, yeah, who's bothered? I don't know. I'm just trying to make some money, man. Nvidia pullback. Well, I mean that can happen, but it's him. He's also risking so much. Somebody's got to do it. Yeah, not everybody's gonna make it. Nvidia pullback. Where did you where did you get in on this one? Damn, I definitely do have fucking dyslexia. If you have weeklies, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it does. Mandem. Nah, I've been invited multiple times. Yeah, he invited me. Mm-hmm. There's this dude dancing with a cat on his head right now. Neil's handicap. Yeah. Dude, this video is fucking wild. Look at this shit. No, dude, some with a yeah, dude, this cat's on this dude's head, dude. Look at the cat. What does that even mean, dude? Yazzie, dude, Yachty ruined this fucking song. He's got bro's got knights. Ugh. Eating hot chicken. There's the alien dude from TikTok. Oh, these are all TikTokers, dude. What the fuck? Zoo, go fucking find something to do. Brother, you have been here for dude, you have been here for so long. It's embarrassing, bro. I'm embarrassed fucking for you, dude. This is weird. Now it's just weird, bro. You're just making it weird. A little bit. Talking about I've been here for hours. Dude, I guarantee you you're top one of my top viewers right now. You gotta be. You've been at this all day. Yeah. He keeps scrolling away and then scrolling back so he doesn't show up. Dude, you're literally, brother, you're literally my ninth top viewer right now. Okay, so yeah, that's getting a little embarrassing, brother. He admitted it was him. I didn't see it. Dude, you just can't touch me, bro. There's nothing you can say. You already lost. I win. Ding, ding, ding. Go ahead and pack it up, brother. You've never done anything for anybody in this fucking space, brother. So just find a. I'd find like a nice little nook to cuddle up with a good book, and shut the fuck up. Hey, hey. Tell him to work on his mentorship. Let me see. Oh, oh no shit. Dude, let's go. By the way, these are Zoo's reviews. Zoo don't know how to trade, laughing my ass off. Overall bad experience, very unprofessional. One of the worst and unprofessional discords I've ever been in. My first day I lost 500 day on the posted plays. All right, what now, Zoo? I'll let you explain your way out of this one. Go for it. That's rough, bro. Hold on, we got more. There's more, brother. I hate to do this to you, but I gotta make sure the horse is dead. Doesn't give call outs like you might expect. Just a lot of posting on earnings, which were not put out for others to trail. Canceled early for a second month charge, went through, and apparently means I got booted from seeing the premium challenge before I paid my first month had ended. Not very helpful, very unprofessional. Has nothing to do with me. What the fuck do you mean, brother? What the fuck do you mean? It's literally you. I don't think I've I've gotten I now I will say this. I have been called unprofessional. I'll admit it. I've been called unprofessional. But guess what? They still didn't leave. Still stayed. So, dude, Corvette K, bro. You guys got to nut the listen, hold on. Let time out. Let's have a man-to-man conversation. Y'all need to nut the fuck up. All right? You have been crying in my fucking life. Not trading, not doing anything fucking productive, but just trying to change my mind. Do I look like somebody who's going to change their fucking mind? Is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to love Zoo? Zoo, I love you. You know what? Let me make Zoo's face my fucking desktop profile picture, and then we'll make snuggies out of his face and wear them on live. What do you want? You want me to kiss it, make it all better? I'm sorry that I said Zoo's full of shit. Is everybody better? I haven't been trading either. You're wrong about that, but anyway, that's called multitasking, brother. Brother. But what the hell? Also, just overall bad experience. Just bad. Just yeah, you literally. I will tell you though, the shirt that has your face on it is very absorbent. Yeah, I think it's just because it's cotton. But I just thought you guys should know, just in case you spill anything on it, it does absorb the liquid. Handmade. I'm sorry. Not racist. Oh my god. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. The fucking. All right, Jose as the monkey's crazy, dude. You can't have him as a boo, dude. Holy shit. Oh, as long as you guys are having fun. Neil, you need to strike back, dude. We need to. Yeah, that's why it would make it funnier if you struck back, stroke back at him, dude. Oh my god, man. I tell you what, dude. Thank you, who posted those, Mama Mia. Thank you, by the way. That was so clutch, dude. I don't even have that information. You know what's so funny is I've never seen those reviews, and just after watching them for a few minutes, I thought this guy is so fucking full of shit and is a dick. And just to see that is like, oh, okay. Yeah, got to keep trusting my gut here. So that wasn't racist. If the two parties engaging in a particular behavior are not being hateful towards each other and they're both enjoying the conversation, I think you should leave them alone. Would I ever post a picture like that? Yeah. That's, listen, that's brown on brown crime. That has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me, dude. I ain't gonna fucking, yeah. I'm just gonna, yeah, I fried him first, baby. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I was in the middle of flying a jet and I see it pop up on my screen. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. I was gonna say, dude, like some of these people in the Discord have like are really good friends. Like a lot of these people in the Discord are like best friends. Like consider some of the people they've met in here. Yeah. Sad how you think a high school grad is giving you an edge. Wrong, brother. Never graduated high school. My father kicked me out. How about that? I did have the highest end of course state testing scores in the state of Georgia for my freshman and sophomore year. Um, and yeah, it was just a family issue that didn't allow me to go. But I do have enough college credits for a high school graduate equivalent. Wow, that's even worse. Yeah, it is. It is worse. My stepfather kicked me out of the house. So you know, you know how stepdads be. You know. Yo, listen, Loading Capital. I've watched those before, and as much as I have judgments, that is pretty cool. I don't know why they do that, but I like it. Some some dude named Zoo. Oh my fucking god, dude. Fucking bastard. Dude, I told you guys he sounded alike. That no, I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. Never said that. It was never it was never said. Dude, this the you're holy shit. All right, I got to look at my contracts. What are we looking at on SpaceX here? Damn, should have put Payne's account to SpaceX. 447%. Only got one or two contracts left though. Damn. Let's see here. Elf, delicious. Targets holding that. I thought that was only up 60+%. What are we doing here? Where is Target? I stopped watching Zoo when he was whining and acting inconsolable one day. Yeah, I only do that in the shower, alone. Just cry. Dude, Target looks. Dude, Target looks really, really, really good right now. Oh my fucking god. Red Day though, not gonna lie, I got a bet Phil hasn't hit stop loss yet. Oh my god, shut up. You know, shorting it for real for guys. I want hey anybody who fucked up on Google. All right, I just want to say this. Where's the box? If you traded it today, right? where are we most successful? In 24-hour areas of consolidation, like this, like that, like this, like that. What is this? Not that. So you need to ask yourself why. Why do we go after compression, right? Versus this. We I don't know if you're going to dump ass and just flush, right? Because why? We don't have the compression to tell us that that move is likely going to push into an area of empty space. So this may stair step right down and make your life incredibly difficult trying to trade it versus stepping back out and understanding that every single move that we get on almost every single stock that we trade is going to be sponsored by compression first. So, and if again, if you're here because you're adhering to my strategy and you like it and whatever, blah 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 blah, then this is has no adherence. Now, I can and will say yes, I see the lower time frame setup, right? But if you took it as well, where did that trigger happen? The floor got touched. You filled the gap. That was a good bounce trade. But if you're going to take something like that without higher time frame consolidation, how are you substituting, right, for the lack of conviction with expiration? But even then, that might not save you if you aren't getting in on a bounce off of that gap or a reclaim of that floor. So again, when we are looking at the higher time frame, we can come to the conclusion that we can't see those bigger gears, but we can see the little gears that move them right here. But those have to be adhered to as stop losses, entries, and exits. So, oh, nice. What level? Where it wicked off of? Okay, so that's like a subfloor, but this is the floor. Like 2791, that is the floor. Um, so yeah, I mean, and there's good empty space up there. And man, I tell you what, over that green line right here, and then I believe, I don't know why I have my box set up that way. That's cost basis. So punching over 3038, that actually make for a really good setup. So no, dude, he's not gargling on him. He is him. That is Zoo. Make Vix great again. I still have I still have a hat that Manny made me from years ago that just says Dow 50K. This was way before it hit it. Did you know Boo makes 80 to 90% of her moves at night? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Neil, you're in a situation ship right now? Neil's going. Do you see what Neil did? Neil can that's when people act unprofessional when they have. Do you look at those? This isn't. That's actually insane. It's actually insane how much like this is crazy. Just fucking one after another. 580%, 60%, 446%, 122%, 243%, 848%, 468%, 340%, all in one day. That's actually kind of nuts. Oh, that was the week. My bad. My bad. I didn't know that. You know, maybe if you type that out, let me know. So now, but it's too late. I'm already embarrassed, dude. I just said that in front of a massive crowd of people. Oh, that's right. I do. Yeah, that's right. I can only read at night. That's all I read. Another what? What did he say? You know what else is low in calories? All right. Boo, what have you guys done? What have you done? Bro, that comment that Boo made the other night actually had me in, like sometimes we say LOL, but we don't really LOL. I really was laughing my ass off. I had to find it. It's what she said. She was talking about something where like somebody uh, sprayed somebody on a bus with something that is organically made, organic web fluid. Um, and she goes, "You couldn't see the part, but you could see the liquidity." That shit fucking had me dead, dude. I could walk by. All right, yeah, she's funny. Do I still think that Meta has a shot? Less now, but I mean, it is still, yes, holding everything it needs to hold. The higher time frame still looks good. Actually, the 8 hour looks good. I don't very often use that. The 4 hour is still looking good. Again, one of the main things that I'm looking at when I'm looking at a setup is what have you lost? You haven't lost anything. And for me, 592.82 is acceptable area to look at a possible retest. If you look at the hourly, that translates to where we just bounced off right now. But if it gets pulled back underneath those levels, then this is a candidate, yes, to go back down. Um, and as for all intents and purposes, the mechanics of this trade have worked out this morning with the empty space being filled, structure stopping you, and now you're building in between the two. And if we're going to get a big move, and if this could even happen going into the weekend or going into next week, Meta has a pretty nice opportunity similar to that of Apple and Tesla. So it could be a very, very good setup. And this is semiconductors are kind of getting beat up today. IWM calls. Oof. Yeah, Tesla with a nice dumper. IWM calls. Oh my God. Yo, guys. I kind of want to grab speculative shorts on IWM just for fun. That's sketchy though. Hold on. Don't listen to me yet. Okay, so you haven't lost. So if you were going to do that, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to flip because technically speaking, everything right now is bullish, right? That is not that. And what's up, dude? Um, and no, that's not a bear flag. Uh, there you go. No, no, it just if you, I'm just gonna, I'll say this: if you were to speculate on going short, 301.34 would be your stop, or you could keep it hard at 301 pause at 301.30. But this is one, two, three, four rejections, and if you zoom down, it's one, two, three, four, five, six rejections, all at the overhead highs. So might see a little bit of a pullback here. If you're watching anything, make sure you stop out and I mean, for Meta, if you want to get back in, it's over 594.95. Yeah, we're seeing some red right now. We're seeing some red. I kind of seeing it on AMD and a couple of other things. We just popped up. We hit our targets, guys. This is fuck. Now it's all. This is exactly what we. Here we. Jesus Christ. So yeah, what's up? What's up? Oof. Okay, so you are um at 8 minute actually looks really nice. So you are falling quickly, but obviously with you do have a gap underneath you at 77.10 for anybody else trading it down, and you are being pulled underneath levels that we kind of need to hang on to, like 774.45. So it's going to be likely up to, let's move down here. Okay, so bring that up. That was the box that you punched through. So I'm going to go ahead and say it underneath 773.86 that likely doesn't stay an opportunity. I will also mention that this is holding some sense of an uptrend right now. So this could be a feasible area to bounce, considering that this would actually be one of the last areas right here to bounce and refill that empty space right back up, to give you another new high potentially. But I will say this right now, everybody, we are seeing and last night, that's what I just wanted to go into. If you take a look at SPY, hold on. Yeah, you got it, man. Last night, folks, I talked about the empty. This actually is perfect because last night I talked about SPY popping through the box, filling up its empty space, trying to grab hold of its floor. We just pushed off of that floor down. I'm not gonna. This could be a little gamble, all right. But like 765 or 760, yeah, 765 would be an area that if we did, we have not lost enough yet. So if I say that it's a gamble, you have to fucking if you know you shouldn't, don't do it. But and I shouldn't even mention it. But anyway, 772 has to hold. And if we did end up losing by the end of the day, which this may not happen today, but if we ended up losing that by the end of the day, this one could spill down, punch through the box at 762.82, and maybe that's a weekend thing, right? Maybe they set us up for that over the weekend. But this small 5 minute channel, right now, what you're seeing is either A, us coming back to grab the volume that we need to finish the rest of the journey, or we might be done for the day. So, all right, speaking of, it is 12:30. So uh, yeah, what's up? Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh no. Did I say I was gonna do a backflip? What? Oh my fucking god. All right, well, I'm gonna need you to send that to my lawyers before I do it. Send that clip. Yeah. We'll get the litigation going. Fuck. Did say that. What's up? Did you win? Aw, what the fuck? Ah, hold on 1 second. My cat is screaming at me. Here you go. Here you go. All right, TikTok and YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later for the end of the week. Um, what's going on with the market? Yeah, we'll reconvene. I'll see you guys a little bit. Oops. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm.